Hello everyone, Touhoua here. Welcome back to another video. So today we are talking about Palworld again. It's been a while since I covered anything on Palworld, but today I wanted to show you the numbers in Steam DBD and how many players are still active in the game. And currently, Palworld is still number 3 with 272,000 currently online, and the 24-hour peak has dropped down to 501,000. A few days ago, Palworld was still hitting like at least 1 million players currently. But to explain that away, it's just mainly because, you beat the game and then you move on. That's pretty much it. There's really nothing else for you to do besides like min-maxing all of your pals in this game currently. There's a roadmap for it right now. Let me see if I can pull it up. We can see it here. Yeah, so pretty much these are all of the planned updates right now. So in terms of brand new features and content updates, Pocket Pair wants to focus on the following areas. So they will eventually add a PvP mode, a PAL arena, raid bosses, which I'm totally looking forward to. PAL trading. I think there's already a way to PAL trade. Like if you're in a guild, you can just drop your pals off in the housing, like the little circle things. You drop them in there, and then your buddy can just pick it up like that. But I don't know if you can do any other kind of trading. And then Steam and Xbox crossplay. Right, so this number doesn't even account for Xbox players as well, but I'm already assuming since this dropped, the Xbox players will also drop. I don't want this shit. Server transfers and migrations, this would be great to have. And a new islands and pals, bosses, and technologies. This is exactly what it is. Palworld is still early access. We're still waiting on the future updates. And that's pretty much what it is. And once there's new updates, you'll see the people flocking back in. This is a good example of what a adult version of Pokemon could be. Imagine if Nintendo released Pokemon on all consoles, pretty much. Imagine the player base that they could get. And I hate it when like people compare Power to Pokemon, but at this point you can't just turn a blind eye and say that they aren't similar. That's just like a very hot take. But then I also wanted to show this because like right now the hottest trend for companies is to blame the player base on the failures of their game. But unlike those corporations and those devs, the dev for Palworld is taking a huge W, like they have ever since they released this game. So let's go take a look at that. The dev of Palworld and Craftopia. So let's read this really quick. With Palworld quickly approaching the 1 month mark, it's interesting to look back at my own thoughts for launch. In May of 2023, I was convinced that Palworld could break the 50,000 player mark. Anything above that seemed unobtainable though, and I certainly never expected it to reach into the millions. This is exactly why like all of our servers are shit. They never expected so many players to hop on to their game, and it was like a freaking miracle. A lot of gaming server sites had a lot of issues with this because they were not expect so many players to hop on. But thankfully it's pretty okay at the moment. It's not at 60 frames. Let's just say that. But yeah, it has taken years to get to this point, and Palworld only really begins from here. Everyone is working hard to fix the issues and prepare new content and pals. Some of you may have had your fun over the last 3 weeks and found yourself putting the game down. That is fine. And yeah, that is totally fine. And then once you beat the game, you can move on or you can do another playthrough. And that's fine. We're not gonna say that, well, you don't like the game anymore because after you beat the game, you should go back and min max. No, it doesn't really matter what you do with the game now. It's your game, it's your time, you do whatever you want. And this dev clearly knows that. So this emerging Palworld has lost X% of its player base. This course is lazy, but it's probably also a good time to step in and reassure those of you capable of reading past the headline that it's fine to take breaks from games. Yes, definitely, it's okay to take breaks. You don't need to feel bad about that. Palworld, like many games before it, isn't in a position to pump out massive amounts of new content on a weekly basis. New content will come, and it's going to be awesome, but these things take a little bit of time. It's okay to move on. You just have to wait for new content to come out. It's not like, okay, I'm gonna get some heat for saying this, but like Genshin Impact, they get content like every single other week. And is it good? No, I don't think so. Most of the time it's just fillers. But for good content to be created and to be pushed to us, you have to wait. You have to wait. And I'm only expecting of good content to come out from this game because of how it's been like. Everything has been a lot of fun. And yeah, I just hope that we can see it sooner than later. But of course, we want them to take their time so that there's like less bug, better content. So yeah, just wait for it. There are so many amazing games out there to play. You don't need to feel guilty about hopping from game to game. Yeah, I mean, like, why would you feel guilty anyway? I don't understand that. Like, I hopped from this game to Enshrouded. I play a lot of different games offline. Just don't feel guilty about it. Even if this is the only game you play, if you are still playing Palworld, we love you. If you're no longer playing Palworld, we still love you, and we hope you'll come back for round 2 when you're ready. Yes, I will be back. Play lots of games, try different genres, and frequently flick through indie libraries to find hidden gems. Yeah, this is like the biggest thing too. AAA games, like their companies, are going after the player base. People hate nagging, and when big AAA games like that, who are like billionaires, they nag you for not liking their game, and then any company like this coming along saying this to us, that's like big W, and they're just showing you major respect. And the funny thing is, this game is only let's see, was it actually let me just look it up. How much was the game again? Yeah, it was $29.99. I'm pretty sure when this update comes out, there's gonna be a lot of people coming back for it. Like I said, it's just like Genshin Impact. When you get filler quests and filler update, there's lots of people coming back, but when there's like a Dying Slave quest, a bunch of people flock back into Genshin Impact because we all love Dying Slave, right? That stuff is such a cool character. Besides that, I just love this company, this dev so far. Like they're a big W. Big W. It shows that they do love their player base. And that's a really rare thing these days. But yeah, again, this is the main message. If you're still playing Palworld, we love you. If you're no longer playing Palworld, we still love you. And we hope you'll come back for round 2 when you're ready. Round 2, baby. I'm pretty sure we'll all be back. Like I said, this is a great game. But with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you all again in the next video.